Hello everybody, myself Vikrampreet and I am welcoming you on this channel which is Canadian Immigration and IELTS Center from Patiala, and today I am going to talk with Mr. Bhatt and he is going to help us on the prospects of settling into Canada as a permanent resident. So I will be asking few questions. I hope that your answers will be very helpful for the people who are looking forward to settling in that country.
Most welcome. I'll try to reply as per my Canadian experience.
Okay, so most of the questions are very common and we are getting those questions very frequently. So my first question is what are the various methods of immigrating to Canada as a permanent resident?
It is a nice question. As you must have noticed or learned through the various news report as well as through the TV channels, in the target of Canadian government for 2022 is 400,000, means 4 lakh of people moving to Canada. They are most welcomed there.
Okay.
And this system is divided into around 150 different categories. But during our today discussion, this video will be pertaining to only for those applicants who are willing to move to Canada on permanent residency basis.
Okay.
So the we are, as we have got a separate video for study permit, so we will not be covering that portion here. The first most attractive portion is that in your cell phone, everyone, Government of Canada have provided you CRS score calculator. CRS stands for Comprehensive Ranking System. Whenever you want to know you can reach Canada or no, you simply go on Google.
Okay, it is a kind of tool that people can use.
Yes, it is just like your calculator. Government of Canada have incorporated a system in the cell phone of everyone. You simply go to Google, put CRS score calculator. It won't ask you your name or your father name. They will ask you 7 questions. They are very simple questions. Number 1 is what is your age? How many years of study you have done in India or in Canada? What is your profession? You are married or unmarried? And how many IELTS score you have done? Means IELTS score, PT score, TOEFL or CAL or CELPIP, any English exam which you have appeared, those scores are calculated and it will drive a total number of CRS score. There are 2 calculators in your cell phone. One is an old one which show you that you should get 67 points minimum out of 100. And if you go to the second modern system, that is out of 1200, presently you should have 470 points. If you get these points, then you can try your application for Canada.
Okay, that was very beautifully answered,
Yes.
sir. So my next question will be, like, what are the opportunities, job opportunities in Canada if people are thinking about moving to that country?
Okay, it is a nice question. Uh, the finding job in Canada is very easy. Reason being, minimum 3 with or maximum 7 days you can get a job. There are 2 types of jobs in Canada. One is survival job, other is a regular job. So whenever you are reach Canada and if you are accept tourist visa, you are allowed to look for a job, and there are private placement agencies as we have got employment exchange in India. So once you speak to them on your phone and if you provide them with your requisite information, that what is your work permit number, social insurance number, they can get a job for you. And by that time you are doing that temporary job, in the meantime you can pass your exam, requisite exam, get your driving license changed to Canadian pattern, then you can get your regular job.
Okay, so I think we need little bit more information about what are survival jobs and what are other specific jobs.
Okay. For example, suppose if you have done electrician, welder, diesel mechanic, plumber, or any construction activity job in India,
Okay.
when you reach Canada, you have to pass a Red Seal exam. And for appearing in those exams, you need not to go to a regular college, mostly in the evening, 6 to 9, or on Saturday or Sunday. The private colleges, they give you tuition work for how to prepare for that exam. And because in Canada there is no corruption and there is no political influence, you can book your exam through the telephone or through the online system. It is a 3 hour exam. So till you do not get a license in Canada, the job which you are doing temporarily to meet your day-to-day expenses,
That is
that is survival job.
Okay. So my next question is about whether is it feasible for everybody to immigrate to Canada? I mean, if people are earning very good amount of money in this country or in whatever the country they are living in, so I mean, who should consider about moving to Canada as a permanent resident?
I agree with you because I have got experience in India as well as in Canada. Presently, in 2021, if you are making 2 lakhs or Indian rupees in India, then you need not to go to Canada. Because India has got its own advantages. Because here you got social circle, you have got friend circle, then you are staying with your family, and lot of other facilities are available which are not available in Canada. So if you are making less than 2 lakh per month, then you should definitely try to immigrate to Canada.
Okay. So these are the things people can consider before making any decision.
Yes.
Like financial prospects. Okay. So, like next thing is, if I am ready to move to that country, how should I prepare myself? Okay? Like, what should I do before I leave for that country?
Okay. Uh, as per the present circumstances, because I see a huge number of applications, paper applications lying in the Indian consulate, in the Canadian consulate in New Delhi. So most of the work will pick up in the January of 2022. The best idea is each one, whoever wants to go to Canada, they must do two things first. One is ECA. ECA is a qualification, it is a certificate which is provided by a separate department of Government of Canada, that whatever education you have achieved in your home country,
Okay.
it is equivalent to what education
So
in
they
Canada.
will compare your current study with the
Canadian studies,
studies.
and they give you one certificate that we call it ECA.
Okay, so they compare both the studies and then
Evaluate. And the second thing which everybody should do it, because Canada is an English speaking country, because it is not another Punjab. Nobody is going to listen to you in Punjabi or Hindi. Even our children born in Canada, they only know the English language. So if you want to get a better employment opportunity, you want to work with the local community there, and you want to make better money, and you want to get a double overtime. If you are working on a weekend or
Okay.
after 40 hours a week, then you must pass your IELTS, TOEFL, PT, CELPIP, CAL, any one of the exams you can pass it. That will enable you to reach Canada and apply for permanent residence.
Okay, you mean people should be fluent in English? They should get compared their educations to the educational system of the Canada before they move to that country.
Yes, what happens? Like in India, you can go anywhere, here and there, hide yourself. In Canada is a cold country. You have to be in a proper public place, and there are very less chances that you can hide yourself. You will be caught by the police and deported back, which will cost you a lot of money because your parents are going to spend a lot of money on that.
Okay. So this was also very beautifully explained. And my last question is going to be about the climatic conditions. So we all know that climate here in India is quite different from the Canadian weather. So how do you think it is going to influence our decisions, or how it is going to influence our lives in Canada? So should we keep it in our mind that the climate is a bit different?
It's a nice question. Now, first of all, I will tell you the Canadian system. Houses are heated. As in AC, we have AC in India. Canadian houses all are heated with a steam system. Every car has got a heating system. Wherever you are going to public place or you are going on your job, that area is heated. And even when you are in a hospital or anywhere, everything where is a heating system is there. So the clothing which we are using in different provinces of Canada, they are rated for different temperatures. Like if you are in Toronto or you are in Saskatchewan, they are very heavily cold weather is there. So they are rated, the clothing is rated for -40. But if the same thing you are in British Columbia, the clothes are rated for -20 degrees centigrade. So of course, it is going to affect your social life in Canada, but at least you should not think so much about the weather. The best weather for the people who are going for visitor visa to Canada, that is between Vaisakhi from the April till Diwali. That is a proper timing when the cold weather in Canada is very soft. I mean to say, we say it's summer, but it is not as summer as per India. So if you want to go to visitor visa, try to go between from April to October. And if you are going for study, you can go at any time. So it depends. So that decision you have to consider that if you are going during cold weather, you must carry your proper jacket and winter clothing with you because moving from the airport to residence, you should not get a cold there.
Thank you, Mr. Bhatt. This was a very informative session. I hope you all enjoyed it, and this information was very valuable to all of you who are watching this channel at this moment. And I request you to subscribe this channel because we are going to upload more and more videos about the Canadian immigration system, and these videos are going to be very detailed as this one. And in the future, we are bringing the content about the study visa and some other streams that are being offered by Canadian immigration system. Thank you for watching this video.
Thanks.